So we've all seen these pictures, the good and the bad. Beautiful reefs in which you fall in love with when snorkeling or scuba diving, and most recently the bad. Reefs that have been damaged from acidification, disease, or bottom trawling. But what I'd like to focus on today is the ugly. Not many people know that since the 1970s, offshore industries have been deploying these high CO2, toxic, and often plastic materials as subsea protection. Now, regulators deem this as marine litter, and as such, it all has to be recovered from the seabed during decommissioning. To give you an idea of some of those costs, there's 80,000 concrete mats in the North Sea, and it costs £11,000 to recover each mat. It consumes 4.7 tons in diesel whilst doing so, and it's also a government issue. 50% of these costs are picked up by the taxpayer in tax reductions. So for the past 5 years, Arc Marine have been specialising in coming up with an eco-friendly solution. A solution that gives an opportunity for every single offshore construction project to leave a positive marine legacy. Our products can be deployed forever, and therefore removing these decommissioning costs. So we've invented Reef Cubes, the patented building block of the ocean. It's flexible and modular, and is suited to a wide range of applications. It's a proven nursery and spawning ground, and can also help boost commercial fish stocks. We're currently manufacturing them up to 2 meters tall, and they weigh several tons. So they're the perfect anti-trawl deterrent for marine protected areas. You might be thinking, but how is your concrete eco-friendly? Well, we use 100% recycled materials. We don't contain any plastics, any Portland cement, and therefore we reduce our CO2 between 70 and 90%. We raised over £500,000 in seed funding to get us to TRL level 7, and we have pilots underway which will see us through to commercialization. And we have great traction. We have pilots in offshore wind, aquaculture, with an average contract value of £60,000. And most recently, we submitted an application to the Oil and Gas Technology Centre, and we should be partnering with either BP or Shell. So all these blue chip companies will be our clients. The main driver to them, of course, will be the saving on the decommissioning costs, but in the future, it will be to obtain a license to operate. Marine regulators are going to use marine spatial planning as a key focus, and all these companies will have to prove what they're doing is ecologically friendly. There's also key drivers for CO2 reduction and plastic pollution. You've seen a switch from some big companies like BP recently on sustainability. That's their new focus. So our main focus is offshore wind, where we believe there's a $10 billion market. For every 1 gigawatt of offshore wind, they spend on average $12.8 million on subsea protection. So our big focus will be in China, Europe, and US. So we aim to turn over £1 million this year, fulfilling our pilot projects. Next year, we aim to turn over $5 million, branching into oyster and mangrove restoration projects. And in 2023 to 2024, we aim to turn over $30 million with big government contracts focused on marine protected areas, coastal defence, and ecotourism. So the competition in the space is limited, and we did recently beat both these competitors in an offshore wind innovation competition. We had patents filed in all our target markets and granted in the UK, and we've recently been winning awards. The most recent will be in March. So we're raising over £10 million to expand our world-class team, to invest heavily in UK manufacturing facilities to take control of the European market, and to also help with working capital, to achieve DNVGL certification to give us the stamp for the marine industries, and also to set up 5 world distribution hubs to take over the world. Between us, we've started up and exited multi-million-pound businesses and have experience in manufacturing 50,000 concrete blocks a day. So this gives us all the skills we need to take this to a global level. You can see some of the big companies we've worked for and some of the best universities in the world specialising in marine.